How's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. This is your stimulus check update. We're going to be taking a look at, is it still possible for the stimulus checks to be $2,000? We're going to be taking a look at the progress we have moving forward for a $2,000 stimulus check. I myself am personally interested in that. So that is why I have done tons of research and looking into the actual factual possibility of a $2,000 stimulus check, because let's face it, $600 isn't going to last very long. Thanks for coming by. Welcome back to the Finance Hub, where we talk about finance, stocks, politics, and much investing and much more. First of all, we're going to tackle what should you do. Well, first of all, quick announcement. The $600 stimulus checks have been sent out. However, they will not be available for millions of Americans who do not qualify. If you are over the age of 17, if you have a child dependent over the age of 17, that is not a qualifying person to receive a stimulus check. So if you have an 18-year-old dependent child, a college student dependent, I'm sorry parents, you will not be getting a $600 stimulus check for that person. They made it very clear that they only wanted to get $600 out for people who quote unquote need the money, which I don't understand. You having to spend money on a college student seems even more costly than a small child. But hey, I don't work in Congress, and hey, I'm not a billionaire like most Congress people are who actually make these deals, who supposedly know what's right for normal working class Americans. So what should you do with the $600 stimulus check? If you receive $600 in your deposit, in your bank account, what should you do with that money? If you don't need the money, if you can hold on to that money, save it and put it into an emergency fund, in my opinion, that is the best way to turn yourself for financial freedom going forward. Many Americans do not have any money saved up, and the number one way, in my opinion, to start getting your life back on financial success is not to pay off your debts. Well, it is to pay off your debts, but firstly is save up $1,000. This is recommended by Dave Ramsey, and this is his first step in order to turn your life into financial freedom, and that's what I did myself. So you save up $1,000, and then you start working to pay off your debts. So if you don't have $1,000 saved up and you still have credit card debt, yes, you should put that money into a savings account, and it's called an emergency fund. Let's just say, just in case you get into a car accident, you get a ticket, I don't know, something happens, an emergency, and you need $1,000. That way you don't go back into more debt. So save up $1,000, then start paying off your credit cards, your car payment, everything to try to get out of debt. If you already have $1,000, but you still have credit card debt, try to pay off your credit card debt, try to pay off your car payment. Now, if you have all that cleared away, then you start looking into investments. Start looking into long-term investments, not stocks, because stocks, again, are very risky. Unless you have all the money in the world, you don't care about losing money, then yeah, sure, throw it into stocks. But if you want to have a safe investment, start saving for retirement, or just want to park your money away, look into S&P 500, look into mutual funds, look into, probably mutual funds. You can invest through a website called Fidelity, or there's other investment sites as well. Now, let's take a look at the two. So the details with so you get $600 per individual if you make less than 75 grand, $1,200 for married couples, with $600 for dependents. Those arrived via direct deposit last week. Now, if you're waiting on checks, those were already mailed out, so you should be receiving them. Some of them still may not have been mailed out, so you should be receiving them within the next week or two to come. The IRS, according to Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, he announced that the IRS began mailing paper stimulus checks on December 30th, but with the January 1st holiday, delaying service, it was like three non-business days right after they sent it, so that just delayed it, an extra couple of days.